I bid you welcome, my children. Last year, when we returned to looking at Marvel's horror comics, there was a notable absence. And this must be corrected, my children. So let us venture forth once more into the tomb of Dracula. Since our last visit to the tomb was so long ago, a quick refresher. Frank Drake, descendant of the Count, returns to his ancestral castle in the hopes of either selling it or making it a tourist attraction to renew his lost wealth. Accompanying him were his girlfriend, Jeannie, and friend, Clifton. Clifton had hopes of murdering Frank and taking the castle and Jeannie for himself, but in his greed and foolishness, he discovered Dracula's bones and removed the stake from them, allowing the Count to return to life. After disposing of Clifton down into a pit, he turns Jeannie into a vampire. Though the townspeople of Transylvania soon arrived to deal with the castle, destroying it, though both Jeannie and Dracula escaped, Frank left behind to weep at all these events. Still, at least you've got a pretty damn good story to sell to Hammer Studios. That's got to count for something. In the days that followed, Frank hired a mute strongman in town named Gort to assist him in combing through the castle ruins for anything that might help him turn his beloved Jeannie back to normal. He finds the titular tomb of Dracula in the foundations, and along with it, Clifton, having barely survived in the pit. Said pit was full of skeletons, no doubt from people Dracula entrapped to feast off of. It's true, you know. How do you think I met Sally here? Clifton does not mention that it was he who awoke Dracula. Not that it matters, since Drake has come up with a plan. Stealing Dracula's coffin. I should note that everybody uses coffin and casket interchangeably, but there is a difference between the two. I know these things because I am a creepy undead ghoul who feasts on flesh. I'm sure you understand how one leads to the other. Dracula has, on occasion, awoken since then, and he seeks out the help of Karl von Harbo, a doctor in Transylvania who had served him as a boy. Karl assists him in restoring some of his health after being entombed for so long. But he still kills Karl, since it seems, as a boy, he was the one to betray him to the townspeople. As for Frank Drake, he and Clifton returned to London, where it seems that he was indeed successful in selling the castle and surrounding lands. Unfortunately, Clifton soon falls prey to Jeannie's hypnotic gaze and allows her in, trying to convince him that even if she's a vampire now, she's still the same person, and she loved him the whole time. Clifton drugs Frank and releases Jeannie, allowing Dracula in. Frank soon recovers and attacks, though he is both outnumbered and unable to overcome the sheer might of Dracula. Still, in the struggle, he's able to get a stake of wood from some broken furniture and uses it to stake Jeannie. It doesn't kill her, but incapacitates her. The rising sun forces Dracula to flee, and the sunlight itself dissolves Jeannie, who absolves Frank of this killing so that she does not hurt anymore. Once more, Frank has nothing to show for these terrifying events but his own tears. Poor Frank Drake, but it's understandable. The legacy of Dracula is nothing but tears after all.